Welcome back to Growth Catalyst App. In our channel, we focus on three things: skills upgradation, focusing on your productivity, and through all of this, turbocharging your career. Today's episode is all about the top 20 micro skills that you should have, which will supercharge your career. What are those skills? Let's jump in. Next micro step, navigating uncertainty. A lot of times, whatever you are planning, whatever you are thinking about, we are all living in a VUCA world, uncertain world, volatile and completely uncertain, completely ambiguous kind of world that we are all living in. And every idea, whatever that you are going to execute, is lying in a sphere where you are not sure how the turn of events will play out. That's all that we are living in. We don't know for certain anything will happen. In spite of that, we still need to go with confidence and get things done. So, how do you navigate? For example, Steve Jobs, when he started pitching for personal computers or pitching for iPod or pitching for iPad and later iPhones, nothing was certain. And especially in the technological field where technology changes very, very frequently, he could not have been certain that his idea will play out positively, whether his company would survive, especially when in a place where he was thrown out of his own company and he came back. In spite of that, Steve Jobs chose to believe in his vision, chose to believe in his ability to execute, chose to believe in the simplicity of the high variety that he was creating, and chose to back his products. So here is what I want you to do. You may be thinking of something, some plan, some idea, and not sure about how things would play out, and therefore keeping quiet. So take one small step towards executing that idea. Make a call to a friend talking about the idea. Research that idea so that you have little more concrete understanding of where this is leading. Talk to a few experts who are related to that idea so that you are able to mitigate the uncertainty of the idea surrounding that idea and still go towards that. Take that step, you will feel very happy about it. Number 12, breaking down big challenges, big problems, big goals into manageable chunks. That is where the power lies in. It's a super skill. You need to learn that skill if you don't have it already. Any goal, are you able to break it down to manageable steps? Okay, this is a yearly goal. This is where I want to be 1 year down the line. And therefore, towards that, what should I do this month? What should I do today? That is called managing and breaking that goal, big, hairy, audacious goal into manageable steps. The same principle applies for big challenges. Okay, this is a challenge I need to work on in my life. How do I break it down? What is it that I should do now to move towards breaking that challenge? This is the big idea. How do I break it down to manageable steps? When you are able to learn that, when you are able to apply that, you become super powerful. So here is the deal. Take one challenge that you have been trying to manage for a while, break it down into very, very concrete steps, very, very small steps, and look at, okay, this is a big challenge. What do I do to survive this? What do I do to manage this? What do I do to overcome this? And what should I do today? What should I do now to overcome this big challenge that I have? When you're able to do that, when you're able to think like that, you have superpower. 13, asking better questions. When you ask better questions, you get better answers. Leaders are leaders because not because they have all answers. They are leaders because they are able to ask better questions. That's the difference between leaders and the non-leaders. Warren Buffett has gone on record saying that I'm in my position because I'm able to ask the right questions. So can you ask the right questions? Can you improve upon your questions? Can you ask questions? And here is the deal that I want you to do. Think about something that you have been trying to understand in your company and develop 3 questions, 4 questions, which would give you clarity, which would give you fundamental understanding of the subject, which would give you the opposite view of why this view can be wrong. Get the deep understanding, get the questions which will give you that understanding. When you craft these questions, you become super powerful. Next one is very simple but very powerful. Tracking your progress. Many times we don't sit and track our progress in the many spheres that we have. We may have fitness goals, we may have reading goals, we may have personal goals, what we want to do, we may have financial goals, but you track it. And how often do you track it? The more often you track it, the better your goals are vividly imprinted in your mind. The more you track it, the more you know what is going right, what is going wrong, and you can quickly tweak it. So have a tracking system, put it up bold in the places that you see, and look at every single day and more often than just once a day, so that you are able to track it vividly, visually, easily. That's a superpower. Number 15, managing your energy, not just time. A lot of people schedule whatever they want to do. One, two, three, four, five, six. Have I done? I've done 7 out of 9 tasks that I need to do, and so on. But a better method would be not only to schedule a time, but also to ensure that you schedule your energy along with it. When you schedule your energy, look at, okay, these are the times that I'm super energetic, these are the times I'm not energetic, and therefore when I'm super energetic, what are the tasks that I want to do? When I'm not feeling energetic and still have to be productive, still I have to do things, what are the things that I need to do? When you know yourself in terms of what kind of a person, what kind of energy levels you have at what times of your day, and schedule your tasks accordingly, you get superpower to discharge those. The next one is what I call as smart inputs. How do you know that you are getting smart inputs? Your decision, whatever you decide, whether it is personal finance, whether your fitness, whether it is your health, whether it is your progress, whether it is your goals, achievement in life, everything will depend on the decision that you are able to make. And your decisions will depend on the quality of inputs that you are getting. So the question is, how do you know that you are getting smart, good quality inputs? So look at what leaders are following. Look at what podcasts people listen to. Look at what books people are recommending, especially leadership level people are recommending. Are you reading those books? Are you following those podcasts? Are you reading those journals that leaders read? They are reading it for a reason. And it is important for you to get smart inputs. And similarly, it's also important for you to remove the not so smart inputs. Are there things which are junk that you are reading? Are there things which are junk which are following in terms of channels and social media? What are the things that you need to eliminate? What are the things that you need to add as inputs? Think about it deeply, because the decision will depend on the inputs, and the inputs will depend on the smartness which you follow the right kind of people, right kind of channels, right kind of inputs. Next one, I would say, is the ability to design like a professional. A lot of people don't understand design principles. They are principles which help you to make a presentation better. They are principles which make you to execute your idea better in a visual manner. So what are those principles you may want to understand? You may want to go to some basic books on simple designing and learn. You may want to use tools like Trello or Canva. The Canva free version also is very, very useful, which makes designing things, which makes visual presentations very, very easy. But learn designing, learn the basic principles of designing, which will make it very easy for you to execute, put things in a visual, beautiful manner. Number 18, speaking off the cuff, speaking without any preparation. It's a supercharged power. Barack Obama is very, very famous for this. You can ask any tough questions to Barack Obama, and Obama will be able to answer. He will be able to break down complex ideas without preparation on the spot very, very beautifully. That is his superpower. And how do you develop this superpower? It's a muscle, and you need to develop this muscle. It is the ability to break down complex ideas. For that, you need to read widely, but you also need to articulate it. And that articulation is what I'm talking about. So, simple practice steps: take an idea a day and prepare 1 minute speech. Give a 1 minute speech without preparation. Preparing for the 1 minute speech is not preparation, giving that 1 minute speech. Take a topic, give a 1 minute speech without preparation, and go back to the topic second time. Look at what is it that you could have improved. Go back to the topic a third time. Look at what is it that you could have improved on the second time that you delivered it. Do this 1 minute preparation 3 times a day for 30 days. You would be able to speak without any preparation on almost all topics related to the subject that you typically deal with wonderfully well. Number 19, giving feedback. Giving feedback is such a powerful skill that many people should have developed automatically, but many people don't. It's a leadership skill. The more pointed, clear, concise feedback, constructive feedback that you are able to give to yourself, your team, your fellow people, that you will be seen as a great leader. And that leadership position doesn't come to you just because you are offered a promotion, but it comes to you because people look up to you. People will start looking up to you only when you are able to offer feedback to them in a pointed manner, which would help them in their day-to-day life. So practice it. Look at what feedback you can give. Feedback need not necessarily be criticism. Feedback can also be praise. What are the things that people are doing beautifully well? Can you tell them you're doing it beautifully well? It was very, very helpful. Can you tell them? And can you tell them so that they'll find, oh, is this very, very useful? I'm doing it offhand. It's very easy for me. People are saying that as a great skill, so I should do more of. People will get that understanding when you tell them that you're doing it well. And similarly, when somebody is fumbling, somebody is not doing something well, can you give them feedback? Take them aside, say that, buddy, can you do it better? You can do this better by doing ABCD things, but I'm sure you want to do this better. When you give that feedback, people understand, oh, I'm not doing that well. I maybe I can do this well, and they will figure out ways of doing it better, and that would help them. But whichever it is, and both of this, in fact, you should give feedback, both praise as well as constructive criticism, way of doing things better. So you to your fellow team members and people who work with you, so that you develop that skill of feedback, and that feedback skill will take you to leadership positions. Number 20, the last one in my list is meta learning. It's such a beautiful skill, superpower skill. It's about learning about learning. How do you learn? Are you a reading person? Are you a listening person? Are you a visual person? Are you a doing person? How do you learn? You need to know that. And you need to learn about learning. What are the skills that you need to learn so that those skills become foundation for any other skills that you can learn? What are the things that your organization expects as basic skills? You need to learn them. The ability to learn about anything, the ability to learn so that you can learn anything is a superpower skill, and you can easily develop that by thinking deeply about your learning style, thinking deeply about what are the basic skills that you need to learn so that any other learning becomes easier. Think about it deeply, list down things that you want to know, list down, observe yourself in terms of what kind of a learner you are. It will become very, very easy for you to think about and learn about learning. Apply all of these 20 skills. I've talked about 20 different things. Exercises are given on each of these skills so that you can download, apply, and become better version for yourself. Wishing you all the very best. See you in our next video.